I'm Barb, and welcome to my plant-based kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make a low-fat, any vegetable coconut curry. And I'm really excited about this one because I love a good coconut curry, but coconut is one of the few plant-based sources of saturated fat, which is that artery clogging fat, so I try to avoid that. So I've got a little trick for you today, which is going to make it low-fat, so you're going to love this. This is a recipe that's out of Dr. Neil Barnard's Cancer Survivor's Guide. It has a lot of good recipes in there. So that's where this one's coming from today. All right, let's get started. I have my skillet warming, and I like to cook low fat, so I'm just using some low sodium vegetable broth. And oops, you can hear it, it's all ready to roll in there. I have some extra just in case it gets dry. So now we're going to add 1 chopped onion. I cut it into slices, more so than chopping it. And 4 garlic cloves, sliced, kind of minced. And then 3 carrots, chopped. I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna add a little more. I keep some vegetable stock handy just so it doesn't get dry in the bottom of the pan. And we're gonna let this cook until the onion gets translucent. So that's gonna take a couple of minutes. Okay, that's been about 2 minutes and the onion is starting to look translucent. So now I'm going to add my spices. So I have a 1.5 tablespoons of curry powder. I have 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, and then a pinch of cayenne pepper. So put that in. Almost forgot what my spices were. Oh, that smells really good. So we're gonna let this go for about 2 to 4 more minutes. Let the spices meld. I'm gonna add a tiny bit more stock. Okay, this is starting to smell really good, and the onion and the carrots are starting to cook up. So now we're going to add our veggies. So the great thing about this one is you can add any vegetables that you want. I've got some frozen vegetables, and I'm thinking that would be super easy just to use those. I did fresh today, so let's see what we have. I did 1 Yukon Gold potato, and you can do it skin on or off. I left the skin on. There's lots of good stuff in the skin. So 1 potato. And we have 2 cups of broccoli florets. So great cruciferous vegetable. Here's a fun fact. If you cut your broccoli or any cruciferous vegetable, it's packed with cancer-fighting ingredients. So if you cut it and then wait for about 40 minutes before you cook it, the cancer-fighting ingredients don't diminish as you cook it. So if you follow Dr. Greger, he calls it hack and hold. So I've cut those previously. Put my broccoli in there. I have a cup of green peas. I just always keep some frozen. I have 3 cups of chopped kale. This is going to be really colorful and pretty, as you can tell. I have about 8 mushrooms sliced. I actually just buy the already sliced ones. And then last, we have a can of rinsed and drained chickpeas. So it's going to be packed with protein and lots of good flavor, and it makes a lot. So we'll have it for dinner tonight, and then maybe dinner one more night and a couple of lunches. So I like to make big batches of things, so I'm never caught without something good to eat around the house. Okay, here's your low-fat hack for your, instead of coconut milk, which if you can't find coconut extract, then at least go for the light coconut milk. I actually had to go to 3 stores to find this. Winco had it. I went to Whole Foods, they didn't have it, and Fred Meyer did not have it. So I was glad to find it at Winco. Okay, so I have a cup of my favorite plant-based milk. It's just an almond milk, original, non-sweetened. And then I have my coconut extract. So So I'm going to do a teaspoon of coconut extract. And I've never tried this before, so we will see how this works out. It's kind of like when you decide to make a new recipe when you're having company for dinner. But, oh, it smells just like the coconut milk you would buy. It's really, I think, going to do great in here. So we add that. Mix that in. Oh yeah, that smells really good. Look at this, it's colorful and beautiful. All right, so I'm going to reduce the heat on this to let it simmer. I'm going to cover and simmer it for 10 to 20 minutes. I'm going to check the carrot and the potato, and when those are soft, then I'll know it's ready. So we're going to let this go for about 20 minutes, and then we're going to give it a try. Okay, so that's been about 10 minutes, and my carrot's still a little al dente. My potato's not quite cooked yet. But what I'm noticing is that the sauce has really been absorbed, and I gave it a taste, and it tastes really good. I like things to be pretty saucy. So what I've decided to do, and you don't have to do this, but I made up another cup of my almond milk with a teaspoon of coconut extract, and I'm going to add a little bit more just because I just really like a nice sauce. So I'm going to put that in there, and then we're going to let it continue to cook. Okay, so that's been a little more than 15 minutes. So let's check it and see what we think. I cut the potato pretty small, so that cooked up quickly. That's tender, and we just want to make sure the carrots are tender. I kind of like it a little al dente, and that is finished. So I'm going to turn it off. And I'm glad I added the extra sauce in because I just like it to be saucy. So that looks really good. I'm going to give it a try. Last week's recipe was a quinoa pilaf. I don't know if you saw that, but I had a little bit left over. I'm also going to make some brown rice to put this on. It would be good on noodles. You could put it on your favorite grain. So let's spoon some up. I wish you were in my kitchen with me now and you could smell this because it's really smells coconutty and it's beautiful. So we're going to give that a try. I think it's going to be really hot. Right over my mouth. Get a little bite of broccoli. That's good. And the trick with the coconut extract and the almond milk worked. It tastes coconutty. You can taste the curry. I took too big of a bite. But it's low fat, so you don't have to feel badly about it. Plus, I also liked that I could add the extra cup of the almond milk and the coconut extract and not feel like I was really bombarding it with fat. So give this a try. I love it when you comment, so let me know if you try it or if you have ideas for other recipes you want me to do. And thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time.